stove oven to cook under, and you have a meat dish to cook, and then you want to make like a cake. How would you handle that situation? Would you have to cover the meat dish for the vapors not to go out, or would you put the dairy in first, covered, or how would something like that work?
You mean the dairy cake? You mean cake with dairy?
Yes.
No, we don't.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. We don't do that. We absolutely never, ever do it. So I don't know what they did in olden days, but today you get a second stove or a small stove. So that's what I advise to some of my students. So you buy some electric one, like does not cost much money, and you use it for daily. So especially people with kids, they like daily, like pizza, this and that. So buy yourself electric stove. That's resolve all of the issue. But if you're going to do it in one oven, like for sure it's forbidden, because the vapors are going to set on all of the walls, and that, like let's say, right, you did dairy, and then you take out the dairy, like you would never clean the stoves properly. And in order to clean it properly, it's we're going to learn in this book how to prepare for Pesach. You have to do self-cleaning. If you want to do self-cleaning every time, there is no problem. But I would say it's too much. Okay, so it's proper to get like separate stove, like for dairy only. They're not very expensive. I don't know, $100 or so. Some less. I mean, up to you, whatever you want. You want a fancy schmancy, maybe 200 tops, but don't do it in one. Okay. Any other questions?
So, Rabbi, so you need 2 stoves to cook meat and dairy? Is that what you're saying?
To at least not stove. I mean the ovens, like that they put inside.
Potted pans?
Say it again.
Oh, oven. Okay.
Oven. Yeah. On the top, on top that there is the top of the stove. There is no problem. I mean.
Okay. So what about with the glass stoves? Is that okay too? You know how we also there's a issue when you have glass. I don't know, glass.
Yeah, gas stove. So you have this electric one, correct? Electric.
Yeah.
So the problem with electric, I tell you what was the problem. So I learned from my Naza Havrusa many years ago how he bought this house, and he had like all of the new appliances. But this old owner, for whatever reason, don't ask me whatever reason, so he disconnected natural gas, and he had only electric. Forever, he wanted to save money. I don't know what was in his mind, right? But that was the agenda. So this friend had only the electric stove, and he wanted to cover with a blech this stove, this piece of metal. Guess what? On the first Shabbos, it's all cracked. This guy, you're not allowed to cover this electric stove, like this glass with anything metal. So meaning what? They have to get a plata, right, to warm up the food. We're doing inside of the oven, but it's not very practical. I mean, on Friday it's good, but during the day it's not practical. Right, but you have to do the black. You cannot warm the food otherwise, because the stove is capable of cooking. This plata, right, when you like hot plate, plata, hot plate is the same thing. Well, when you buy, so it says clearly not for cooking. So and it's never too hot, never too hot. And still, even in this plata, doesn't matter. We still do like put one container, inverted container, like an aluminum container, and on top we say we put whatever we want to warm. So it'd be double.
Okay, but the question would be like, if you're like only have one stove, are you allowed to cook meat? Like if I'm cooking meat or if I'm cooking dairy, am I allowed to put the pot in the same glass stove, or do I need another stove?
No, you can do on one stove. There is no problem. If it was a question, I would say the only restriction would not in the same time, but one after another. There is no problem whatsoever.
Okay, great.
So
Thank you.
of course, if there is a spill, you must wipe of the spill. But
Of course.
yes,
You
but
don't want to mix it.
otherwise, because of the very high temperature, it burns everything in. So there is no problem whatsoever. Okay, very good
Thank you.
question.
I was
Thank you
told
very
that
much.
you were not, and so I was getting I got a little stove that has 2 burners because they told me no, you're not allowed to do that. But anyway, thank you. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
you're welcome. You're welcome.
Mhm.
And it's not a leniency. So when it's leniency, I always say it's leniency, but it's not. It's lechatchila, like from the beginning. There is no problem whatsoever. Okay.